Court calls the case of the Legends of Rosewood Village versus Betty Ferguson.
Again, Judge Joe Joseph for plaintiff.
Ms. Ferguson, can you unmute? Ms. Ferguson, can you state your name for me?
Betty Lou Ferguson.
All right. And Joseph, what is the plaintiff's claim in this case?
Thank you, Judge. Non-payment of rent case, we're showing rent to retain at $4,640 through today's date, along with the court costs, which are $180. The total amount plaintiff is seeking is a repayment of $4,820.
$4,820. All right. All right. Ms. Ferguson, what do you have to say about that?
I've been in the hospital for the last 6 months, and so as a result of that, I was getting paid from my work for disability, and now I'm supposed to be in long-term disability, and they have not cleared it yet, so I have not received any kind of payment from my job since December. And so I've been attempting to get through to long-term disability so they can clear it and I can pay this, but I can never reach the man I'm supposed to talk to. So I have money coming, I just don't have it yet.
Got it.
I have full intention to pay this. I just need to get the money, as I am still I'm in a long-term nursing care right now. So
got it.
And I've been hospitalized since the 23rd of September.
Okay. So let's do this. You have no idea how soon that's going to happen for you?
They're supposed to clear it. I don't know what they're waiting for. If I can ever get a hold of this man named Mike, I would find out. But I've given them everything they're supposed to have. And so I don't know what else they need because I can't talk to the man. And I've been trying for 2 months, since December to try to get this cleared. So I'm supposed to receive the long-term disability payments, and I was supposed to start in December, but it hasn't. And at this point, I don't know what else to do other than to keep trying to reach him. So,
have you, Ms. Ferguson, have you tried to contact legal? Have you tried to contact an attorney or legal services to help you out with that?
No, I have not. That's a good idea, though.
Okay.
So
that might be the best thing for you to start doing. How much is your monthly rent?
I can't hear you, sir.
How much is your monthly rent?
It was $2,055, but there's charges on it now for
got it.
Not paying it for the last 2 months. So what I owe is somewhere around $6,000 for the 2 months.
Well, you owe 48 right now, but if we go into April, then 48? Yeah, it's going to click up. Okay. But let's do this.
Okay.
I'm going to adjourn it out a week to March 28th. 2025 at 3 p.m. Okay? You can appear I'll let you appear via Zoom. And do you have someone that can write a number down for you, or can you write a number down?
Write a number down? I can.
Okay. That number it's 665.
Can you say that again, please?
Yes, ma'am. 665 6181. Okay, that's legal services number. Okay.
Okay.
And
615618. Is there three
no,
other numbers?
No, it's 665
Okay.
6181.
Okay.
Okay, and that's area code 734. And call them and see if they can help you out to try to get through to somebody that with your long-term disability.
Okay. Now let me repeat this because it's only 6 numbers. 665 6118.
Okay, you broke up there. Let me give it to you again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, it's 6.
The camera opens to a courtroom filled with tension. The sound of murmurs in the audience fades as the camera focuses on Judge Simpson, a seasoned no-nonsense judge who has handled countless disputes. His stern expression shows he's ready to bring order to the chaos before him. Judge Simpson calm, but firm order in the court. I will hear the statements now, Mr. Harris.
65 6181.
Okay. So is this supposed to be a phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because I only have 6 numbers here.
Okay.
Maybe it can be chatted to her and whoever's assisting
Why don't I put it in the? Can we put it in the chat? We're putting it in the chat on here, and if you can have somebody take a look at it, they can take a look at it, or you can look at it.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll see you next week. Okay.
Okay. So we're meeting again next week.
Yes, next week, March 28th, next Friday, at 3 p.m.
Okay.
All right.
And Judge, can plaintiff appear by Zoom as well? I assume that's fine.
I'm sorry?
Can plaintiff appear by Zoom as well?
Yes, we'll let you do that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Ms.
Is there
Ferguson.
anything else I need to know?
No, not at this point. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll
right.
talk again. We'll talk again next week.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
God
welcome.
bless
Take
you.
care of yourself, please.
Day. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. And that's the only case that we have left on your docket.
Yes, sir.
Unless you. Okay. Very good. Have a great weekend. Thank
that's
you.
it. You too. Is it Cross Street versus Roland? That matters. DJK Ann Arbor LLC versus Brian Hughes.
Yes, sir. I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge. Dan Shemke appearing on behalf of DJK.
This is a termination case.
Correct, Judge.
And the basis for the termination is month to month.
Month to month, non-payment of rent.
It's a month to month lease.
Yes.
And 31st, and there's notice. All right. Mr. Hughes, what's your position on this?
As far as what?
As far as vacating the premises.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
Okay. Are you going to seek some assistance or anything along those lines?
I mean, the last time that I was in this and got all the information from you, I called rental assistance, and I don't qualify for that. And legal services was supposed to call me, and I don't know if I missed a call or what. I mean, it was only a 24-hour turnaround. Like, they were supposed to call the next day at 11.
Okay.
Judge,
Well,
could I
yes.
address this?
Go ahead.
We were here in December, I think, and we went through this already. And Mr. Hughes was not able to obtain sufficient help to get him the money that he would need to stay in any event. I mean, he's more than $10,000 behind on his rent.
All right. All right, Mr. Hughes, I'll give you an opportunity to talk to an attorney if that's what you want to do. I'll adjourn this out to March 28th, 2025 at 3 p.m.
Judge,
Yes.
if I might, I'm sorry, I'm going to be somewhere on the road between Fort Lauderdale and Ann Arbor. Could we do a different date?
Yes, I'm not going to have the 4th available, I don't believe, so we'll have to go. I don't have the 11th either, do I?
Mr. Hughes, you get another month.
Hang on. What?
Well, I'm still working on
The
getting out of
18th.
here. I'm not.
All right. So it'll be April 18th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Okay, you can file your Zoom request, but those proceedings are in person.
Is that at 14A1?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, would I have to
you.
file a request?
Yes, sir.
All right, fair enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Blue Heron Point versus Kira Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Messenger, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
Kara Smith, they are not checked in. You pay for the second filing. If you'd raise your right hand to be sworn, I'll let you take it default. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, based on defendant's failure to appear, plaintiff would request the default judgment for possession only enter. Current rent to retain, $5,643.51. Court costs.
Patiently, Mr. Harris agitated your honor. I've been more than patient with this tenant for months. They haven't paid the rent. I've given them plenty of warnings, but they've ignored every one of them. I'm simply trying to get what I owe. Judge Simpson nodding. I understand, Mr. Harris. However, it is crucial that we approach this matter with a clear understanding of the facts now. Let's hear from the tenant. The camera moves to Ms. Carter, the tenant who stands with her lawyer, visibly nervous but determined. Miss Carter, soft but steady, Your Honor. I am not trying to evade paying rent. I've been struggling financially after losing my job. Last year, I communicated with Mr. Harris multiple times and even offered partial payments, but I haven't received.
$69.50. Total to retain, $5,813.01. Rent to issue after March 31st, 2025.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thanks so
Blue
much.
Heron Point, I think that's it for you, right?
That'll do it. I think you had a second one, but it was dismissed at
Yes. Crystal McKenzie, Blue Heron Point versus Crystal McKenzie, that matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Thanks so much, Judge.
All right. You do the same.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Beal Properties versus Leo Stringa. Go ahead, counsel.
Laura Kruby, Your Honor, on behalf of plaintiff.
All right. They are not checked in. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is actually a termination to recover possession of property. So, Your Honor, we're asking for to recover this possession of property with a writ date of March 21st.
Or 31st.
March 31st.
31st. All right. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession.
Thank you.
No redemption amount. Writ to issue 10 days. Court does call the case of Arbor Meadows versus Milton Rise.
Laura Kruby, Your Honor, on behalf of plaintiff.
Got him.
Hola.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Milton Reyes.
Okay. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, this is non-payment of rent. Currently, we have $2,044.40 in rent owed. We have court costs in the amount of $175. Total redemptive amount is $2,219.40.
All right. Hey, Mr. Reyes,
Yes.
how are you intending on getting that paid?
The problem is no have money for no pay my job in 4 months. Pero me have a new job now. Me pay 2,000 in next week, next Friday.
You can pay $2,000 next Friday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it out to next Friday, March 28th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That's in person. But
Okay.
if you need to pay that, and I'm going to suggest that you try to get that paid before noon. Could you get it paid before noon on Friday?
Sir, do you know have my English is a little bit.
Okay. Well, next time we'll get an interpreter.
Okay, pero me Friday, me Friday 2,000 pay, right?
Pardon? Say what you said again.
Say me pay next Friday 2,000.
Yes, sir.
$25. Okay.
Okay. Pay that next Friday. Try to do it before 12 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And your hearing is at 2 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your
Can you
Honor.
mark that? All right. Was that it for you, counsel? I got a couple more.
That is it for me, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Arbor Meadows versus Dual and Arbor Meadows versus Ford. Those matters are dismissed. You're going to take that.
Yep.
All right. Spice Tree Apartments versus Pablo Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Mr. Hernandez, you have to unmute.
Hello,
Hello. What's your name?
Pablo Perez.
Okay. Ms. Dornbush, this is a health and safety.
It is, Your Honor. This is based on the defendant's failure to properly prepare the unit for treatment after multiple notices and attempts by the landlord to address the situation.
Mr. Hernandez, you understand that?
No, I'm to speak Spanish.
All right. What time did we set that other one for? Is she in the 2 p.m. block? No. Yeah, you set the other one for 2. But this isn't, okay, well, we'll just have to get a second one. Okay. All right. If an interpreter's needed, I'll adjourn it to March 28th, 2024 at 25 at 12 p.m. We'll get an interpreter in.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And Coachville versus Exmara Arguello. Yeah, I think it is. Arguello.
Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
And they're here.
They're still signed in, Your Honor. This looks like they're muted.
Ma'am, can you unmute? There we go. Can you state your name for me?
Xiomara Barguico.
Okay. All right. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
With costs, Your Honor, $898.
All right. And ma'am,
Yes.
When are you intending on getting, or how are you intending on getting that paid?
Ayúdame porque
Yo lo puedo.
eh, excuse me, you got somebody speak Spanish, please?
Okay. You speak Spanish? No habla inglés?
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll adjourn this out to March 28th, 2000.
Have you provided any documentation of your financial hardship, Miss Carter? Yes, Your Honor. I've submitted my bank statement and a letter from my former employer confirming the job loss. I'm doing everything I can to find new work and resolve the situation. Judge Simpson takes a moment reviewing the paperwork. Judge Simpson to both parties. This is a delicate situation. The law must be followed, but we must also consider the human elements at play. Both of you have valid points, but it's my job to ensure fairness. I propose a compromise that benefits both sides. A courtroom falls silent as everyone.
5 at 12 o'clock noon. You have to come down to the courthouse and we'll have an interpreter.
Oh,
Okay, ma'am?
okay.
Okay. So next week at noon, and we'll have somebody that speaks Spanish.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for me this morning, Your Honor.
All
Thank you.
right. Take care.
You too.
Coachville versus Vasquez and Coachville versus Green. Those matters are dismissed. Okay. Let's see what we have here. I have Julie Yasu and Zhao, is it Winpu versus William Dunleavy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. And what are your names?
My name is Wenpu Chim.
Got it. Okay. They have your name. They don't have it reversed like they normally would. That's okay. I got it now. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And Mr. Dunleavy, there
Yes.
you are. All right. This is a non-payment of rent action. And how much do the plaintiffs claim is owing?
It is $34,938, Your Honor.
$34,900.
$38, Your Honor. Plus
Got
the
it.
court fee, $215.
I got 25. Actually, you have court fees. $240.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Dunleavy, what do you have to say about that?
I was wondering if that amount was going to ask if that was through February 28th or which, I suppose.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I was asking if that amount was through February 28th.
It should include March rent.
My understanding was we would do it through February 28th. That was just one question I had.
Okay. How are you intending on getting this paid?
A little at a time. I'm missing work at the moment, but trying to get into a better job for the last year. I think the last time we met last spring, I've been trying to just keep up with current rent, but I have a minimum wage job at Ace Hardware, and I'm trying to get out of the situation, basically. So part of it was I finally had to say, I guess I have to move out, so that whatever money I can put toward things would be toward back rent versus anything current.
All right. Have you guys talked at all about a move out or how you're going to do this?
Yeah, yes, yes, Your Honor. If I may address the court, I'm Brian Trem, Winpoo's husband, and I assist her in property management.
Okay, I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Bill, first of all, as you recall from last spring, Bill's been our tenant for 12 years, and we're sort of like feel toward him like a family member. We care for him. We like him. We want to help him. Our purpose here today is simply to register the debt. As we explained last time, when Bill became our tenant, he was earning $350,000 a year in the computer industry, IT industry, and he always paid promptly first of the month and was an exemplar tenant. And then that company got bought out, and he lost his job, and he ran up almost a year's debt, and it was over $20,000. And to his credit, he paid it all down but $500. He got a new job making approximately 110 grand, and that's when he paid all of that down. And then that company got bought out, and I'm afraid to say it appears, even though he's a brilliant guy and a really affable person, a hard worker, he's competent, he's strong, he's healthy. He seems to be being discriminated against for ageism in his field of expertise. So the last time we were there, he said he would keep up with the rent, and he was working at Ace Hardware. He was doing management at, I guess, University Towers as well. Previous to that, across from the VA hospital, he was doing DoorDash as well. And he said in, I believe it was September, August, that he would be in a position to start paying down the rent again, making double payments as he had done before when the students were back and DoorDash was up again. So at any rate, somehow that didn't happen. On January 5th, he gave us a 30-day notice that he would be leaving. And as you say, the rent is due on the first of the month, and therefore when we prepared the documents, a friend of mine who reviewed it told me that March was to be included because he's still not out of the premises. So theoretically, he should have been out February 5th. Here we are, March 21st. We told him that he could have until the end.
Okay, look, here's what I'm going to do. It seems to me you guys can work out a move out on this.
Yeah, we
Go ahead. What?
We asked that he be out by the end of the month so that we could rent it. And right now the garage is completely packed with his stuff, and he's still got a few items in the house, and on the deck he's got stuff that needs.
Are you guys in communication with each other?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Then I think what you should do is I'm going to adjourn this out a week. You guys talk as to how you're going to do the move out. There's a request for a money judgment. I'd certainly have that money judgment, but then work out some payments where he can move out and work out some payments that he could make. But you guys are going to have to do that. Okay?
Understood. If I may say, Your Honor, would like to ask for Bill to provide his forwarding address, please, at his aunt's in Bloomfield Hills. I understand where he's going to be living.
Okay, you guys can talk about all of that. Okay? You guys can work all of this out, and then we can get here next week and we can try to figure out exactly what we're going to do.
Okay, one last final question, Your Honor. We just wanted to make sure that the utilities have not been put into Wenpu's name without her knowledge of it, and that at the end of March, when he does hopefully totally vacate so we can rent it again, that at that point we would put the utilities in Wenpu's name. We did have the situation where, unbeknownst to us, Bill didn't pay the sewer account for a year, and that's included in that.
Mr. Harris will suspend eviction proceedings for the next 6 months, provided that Miss Carter adheres to the agreement. If either party fails to meet their obligations, I will be forced to reconsider this arrangement. The camera cuts to both Mr. Harris and Miss Carter, who exchange glances. There's a sense of reluctant agreement. Mr. Harris grudgingly fine, I just want to be paid what I owed. M.S. Carter gratefully, thank you, Your Honor. I will do everything I can to stick to the plan. Judge Simpson resolutely. This court is adjourned. The gavel strikes, and the camera zooms out as both parties leave the courtroom, the tension still lingering, but with a sense.
These things after the fact, and if you don't pay your sewer account, they put it on your tax roll and so on. So
I understand what happens. All right. So March 28, 2025 at 3 p.m. That's an in-person proceeding. Everybody has to be here. We'll get it all hammered out as to what's going to happen.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court does call the case of Ryan Palmer versus Sonia Stoneberg.
Morning, Your Honor. Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Do we have him?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Okay. Hello. Your name?
I'm Sonia Stoneburner, sir. Your Honor.
All right. All right. Mr. Friedman, what is the plaintiff's claim in this case?
The termination case, Your Honor, for lease violations.
All right. And ma'am, what is your position on this case?
I am the I am the defendant on this case.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry, I'm Sonia. I am the tenant.
Okay. That you did answer my question, but that's not what I meant. What is your position regarding the termination?
The termination, sir, is I don't want to be terminated. I have a lot of reasons why this shouldn't go on. I have a lot of patients. I have a lot of unanswered questions. I tried repeatedly to get a hold of Mr. Palmer and numerous of times, and
okay, are you going to hire an attorney to represent you in this case?
Yes.
All right. I'll give you a week to get that accomplished. I will set this for March 28th, 2025 at 12 p.m.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
I reserve escrow.
All right. And that is an in-person hearing, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, can I reserve escrow?
Pardon?
Can I reserve escrow?
Yes, escrow is reserved.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And then I have Barnes & Barnes versus Gustavo Panzo. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Thank you.
Is that it for you, Mr. Friedman?
That's it today.
I think it is.
We'll have a big day on Monday.
What did you say?
I'm looking forward to a big day on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, joy. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hamptons of Clover Lane, versus Tiana Pitts. You know what?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Carrie Zanin on behalf of plaintiff.
Tiana Pitts. Yep, I do see her.
I see her in the gallery, Judge.
Yeah, I do see her up there. You need to unmute, Miss Pitts. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, this is a non-payment of rent case. I am showing that rent is due in the amount of $4,645.99. Court costs of $175 for a total of $4,820.99.